Been a while, gotta make sure I remember how to do this. I am back from Tucson. Return back to the not so great city of Chicago. Ooh, that's not pointing where it should be. I bet you Maddie's gonna come walking by here in a second, huh? All right, so I have to pick up here with my box set Purge, where I left off. Hey, girl. And Mr. Thomas Wary, thank you. He had commented on my last video. There's Maddie. He was surprised I did not have the Bob Dylan Biograph set. Thomas, I do, but I forgot about it because when my collection started becoming too big and I had to take over, before I took over a second bedroom in the house, I tried to consolidate stuff, and I would take them out of the box sets and I would store the box sets in plastic bins and just leave the CDs out. And that's what I did with the Bob Dylan Biograph set. One of the first proper box sets ever to come out. What year was this? Was it 85? Wow. The box for this is in a drawer that I cannot fully open because of our treadmill. When I moved our treadmill from upstairs to down in the family room, had to position it so, and it kind of just hugs the entertainment center. It doesn't block the TV viewing, but I can't open that drawer. Won't open it until we move. So, thank you, Thomas. There it is. All right, so let's pick up with the C's. We got some Cactus. Evil is going on. What do you get in here? You get 8 CDs. All right, we're going to zip through these very fast. We get the debut. We get One Way or Another. One Way or Another. Good song by Uriah Heep. Let's see where we at. Oh, lost those. Restrictions. And we get Cactus. Hot and Sweaty. On stage in Puerto Rico and in the studio. This is the one I think that most people have. And then we get a bunch of live stuff. We get Fully Unleashed, live gigs, volumes 1, 2. Volumes 1 and 2, and 2 discs for each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't know what Cactus are, MGK is a big fan. All right. Moving on to the Cars. You know what? Cars, they're one of those bands, music has not held up well for me. I don't listen to any of these albums, and I certainly don't listen, I would probably never even listen to the last two, Heartbeat City and Shake It Up. And even, I gotta tell you, the first album, and I bought the, what was it, the Rhino edition that everybody was raving about a year or two ago. And I've played it once, and I'll probably keep that album if I ever want to hear that, but this, I don't need this. This is gone. Goodbye, Cars. All right, now Big Beauty, Teaser and the Fire Cat, the only album I like by Cat Stevens. This is a big, hefty box. You get a lot in here. From the Cat. That's what I call them. What do you get? You get 1, 2, 3, 4 CDs. You get the LP. Then you get a live album, which that is nice to have, I will admit to say, because I don't think you can find a lot of live Cat Stevens stuff. 2 beautiful books in here, too. So, we're keeping that. Then, the only Carole King album I need. Tapestry. We got the master recording, the one-step pressing, and I have to tell you, when I put this on the first time, I can still remember, like, man, I've never heard that guitar before. So this is a fantastic recording. That's definitely a keeper. And we move on to Mr. Chris Squire, my favorite bassist of all time, his solo album, Fish Out of Water. And what do you get in here? You get 1, 2 CDs, a DVD, another DVD, and then you get the original album, and you also get a nice book too. That almost looks like stained glass. I don't think that's a painting. There you go. Moving on to continuing with the C's. Mr. Chris Rea. You know what? There's 2 albums I like by him, and none of them can be found in this package, so that is gone. Goodbye. Cheap Trick. Got this down in, I believe, Phoenix. And it is, what the hell do they call this? Sex America Cheap Trick. So there you go. What are you getting here? You get 4 CDs and a little booklet. A definite keeper. And then we get Cream. Those were the days. Get 4 CDs in here. Yep, one just fell on the floor. But you know what? That doesn't matter much because this is another one I'm getting rid of. I have a CD, just a single CD, The Best of Cream. And that's what I'm keeping because, you know what? For me, they're a band that just doesn't have any deep cuts. So that one is gone. All right, that takes care of the C's. Now moving on to the D's. All right, a reality tour, Mr. David Bowie. This is one of my favorite live concerts by him. I don't know if it's because I saw him on this tour or what, but when you get in here, you get 6 sides, so you get 3 LPs, and if I remember correctly, this is on a kind of a cobalt blue vinyl, yeah. Disappointing that there was no booklet in here, because they made this big enough that there could have been, but they didn't for whatever reason. Moving on to David Bowie, Rock and Roll Star, printed on some silver foil. I could make a transformation as a rock and roll star. So this comes with a booklet. A little booklet, scribblings of lyrics and stuff, okay? But this is what you want right here, is you get that book, and inside you get 2 CDs. I believe this is, I think it's 3, no, it's actually 6, that's right. I believe it's 5 CDs and 1 DVD, and a beautiful book. And this starts like in February of '71, and it's UK radio sessions and TV appearances. I think there's like 29 unreleased songs on here. And then there's a live concert of the Ziggy tour. So this is definitely a keeper, but you knew that going in. Actually, anything here by David Bowie is going to be a keeper, and I'm having trouble getting that back in, so we will let that go. All right, moving on. Oh yeah, we got more David Bowie here. We've got the Brilliant Adventure box set. Okay, with that you get the studio albums: Black Tie, White Noise, The Buddha of Suburbia, One, Outside, Earthling, Hours. You get the BBC Radio Theatre Concert. You get Toy, and then Recall 5, which was exclusive to this box set. So you get 8 LPs in here. And I have all of those out of that. That's why it doesn't appear to be as heavy as it is. Oh, and then also, you know what? I bought the CD box of Toy because I like that album so much. And there's a lot of extras on here too, so definitely a keeper. And then another David Bowie box set. We have Brilliant Live Adventures. And this is 6 LPs ranging from 95 to 99, I believe. And unless you have this, I don't know if these are available singly now. They might be now. But you get Live in Dallas, 95. You get liveinwell.com, which I forget where that is from. And you get Live in Birmingham, 95. That's Uriah Heep said. Friday night in Birmingham. And we get Look at the Moon, live Phoenix Festival 97. And we get Live in Paris 99. And we get At the Kit Kat Club, live New York 1999. So, and look at that. Made in Germany, for what it's worth. Sticking with the Davids, let's do these in chronological order. Rattle That Lock, the box set. You get the CD and the Blu-ray. And what did David throw in here? He got his Paradise Lost book. And then you get, got a David Gilmour guitar pick. Yeah, you get the Blu-ray and the CD and a little poster. Yeah, fold it up, no good. And very much in Pink Floyd fashion, you get a postcard. Hey, I should send this to MGK. This is a jazz postcard. And then another little book with him and his wife, Polly. But you get all the lyrics in there too, and it's printed on a very nice stock. Then, Luckin' Strange. You know, the thing about David Gilmour, he's an old man now, but he has a nice weathered look to him. You know, it's a very interesting face. Luck and Strange. Oh, I saw him on that Rattle That Lock tour also. I should have worn that t-shirt. What do we get here? We get CD1, the album, then we get bonus tracks, and we get the Blu-ray, and we get a photograph book. And all these photographs, once again, taken by his wife, Polly Sampson. So you got the CD. Oh, there we go. And you got that. And then here is the book by the missus with all the photographs taken during the recording session. Top 5 guitars for me? Yeah, gotta be. Then I have album, yeah, this is LP. David Gilmour, The Luck and Strange Concerts. And you get, what do you get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 8 sides of music. There's one of them. And he has his daughter there singing in the background too. Then you got another one, which is basically same thing, except you got the full concert check there. And it did come with a nice booklet. And he dedicates it with enormous love and thanks to Polly Sampson, my wife, partner, lyricist, writer, extraordinary collaborator, and advisor to everything I do, and who has done so much for this album and tour. All right, so that takes care of it up through the Davids. I believe we'll be picking up with my second favorite band of all time, Deep Purple. Thank you.